Hello, everyone. It's Friday, and that means it is time for Muppin's Sewing Emporium. How are you doing today? I hope you are having a wonderful Friday, our second Friday of 2026, our first with the Muppin Sewing Emporium show. I am your host, Cheryl Muppin Whited. You can call me Muppin, coming to you live through the power of the internet from beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky, where it is a beautiful 53 degrees, very balmy and warm, and not supposed to be this warm here this at all, but it is. And so we can't do anything about that. My friends, I hope this finds you wonderfully well and that you had a wonderful, fantastic holiday season. We have, we last Friday, we did not come live on the show because we were spending our last Friday with Max before he went home, and so we were very, very sad to put him on an airplane and send him away. But now we're going to see him in a couple of weeks, so we're actually excited. We're going down there to see him. Very excited. Don't forget, if you are new here, to like, follow, subscribe everywhere you find us. That would be on the YouTubes and on the Facebooks. So if you can do that, let me know. Tonight, visiting, we have Mary. Hello, Mary. How are you? Hopefully you had a wonderful holiday. We have some fun stuff tonight, and it is already like we're getting new stuff, and I can't believe that we have new stuff because it's only been a week. Like, I wanted to say, like, can the product flow just kind of slow down for a hot second, and the answer to that was no. So we're going to be seeing what's going on in the world of new stuff. But I want to know from you guys, did you have a wonderful holiday? I hope that you did. Mary said she did. Charlotte's here. Charlotte is watching over on YouTube. Thank you, Charlotte. Hello to you. If you're out there and you want to say hello, go ahead. Come on. Would love to see all of you live here tonight. So can I just say, so I think we talked about this last year. Cheryl's here. Hello. Steve's here. He says that he had a wonderful holiday. Hello, Steve. How are you tonight? So last year, we talked about that teenage boys, my teenage boy wanted cologne for the holidays. Now, for some reason, he decided he did not want to ask us for cologne. He asked for cologne from other family members. So we did not have to deal with cologne this holiday. So that was really nice. But while I was getting ready for this video, I was like, oh, there's a bottle of my cologne. And I sprayed it, and now I regret. I regret spraying it because I'm starting to get that little headache that begins when you overspray cologne, because it's a lot. Charlotte says the holidays were wonderful in California with her babes. She needs to get her Christmas tree put away. I did put my Christmas tree away on the 7th, so I did at least keep it up through Epiphany. I feel like that's a major accomplishment for me. But we also did take all the Christmas decorations down in the store, so we've kind of been doing a little bit of a reset in the shop, and very excited about that because we've got a lot. We have a lot to show you. It's kind of good and also kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Joy is here. Hello, Joy. How are you tonight? Okay, so if you missed the news that came out from us this week, we sent out an email announcing a brand new pre-order, and this is for Tula Pink's brand new fabric line, and this is coming out in July 2026. This is what she calls a deja vu collection, meaning you will have seen these designs before. These are one of her previous fabric lines. And what she does with these deja vu collections is she revisits the collection in a way that doesn't devalue the collection that she had previously put out, but also adds to the line in a way that gives you new colors and things. So what she is the only fabric designer that has a fabric aftermarket. Okay, so for my comic book friends or friends who are on here that are familiar with the comic book world, there's a collectability factor, and not just reading the story of the comic book, but there's that collectability factor. So after that issue is printed, based on how many there are out there and the demand, there could be, in this case, Tula Pink is the only designer that has an aftermarket for her fabric. So in order to not devalue her fabric, she could just reprint it. But then if you are sitting on like a big bundle and you're like, oh no, this is going to be worthless now, she is saying, I will reprint it, but I will do it in a very controlled way. So this collection is from her Prince Charming collection. Prince Charming because it has that frog there, and that is the titular Prince Charming. Oops, I went the wrong way. And this is the fabric collection here. You're going to see, I got to grab something off the floor. You're going to see a lot of mint, a lot of green, okay? Lots of rainbow effect as well. She's kind of still in her rainbow ombre things, so you can see like some of these have like the droplets, they have the rainbow ombre. You can see the almost the scallop there, rainbow ombre. So there's three colors that are in here that's kind of prominent. That's that pink, the mint, and then she's calling the other color charcoal. It's like a gray, but it's like a black gray. And so that is the new collection, 8 pieces. So you are still able to, you can right now pre-order this from us in fat quarter, half yard, and full yard bundles. We are offering those right today on the website. So go to the website and you'll be able to go to the pre-order section under fabric, and you're doing that. Stephanie's asking, we're coming to Paducah tomorrow. Are we going to be open? Yes, ma'am. We are open 10 to 4. And so please come see us. Very excited to see you. Thank you. All right. So this is the Tula Pink pre-order that we're taking. This is the brand new one. But if you missed, and let's go the other direction, the floral, I almost said floral leaf. Floral reef. So, yes, this is really hard to say because your brain wants to say coral, okay? And yeah, floral reef. Notice the sharks in there, okay? You see the sharks? So this is a 21 piece collection. This is also still available for pre-order. These are the colors, and there's like seahorses and snails and urchins and shells. Very underwater, but imagine an underwater garden. Again, she's very still into those rainbow ombres. So we're seeing like that one right there is kind of a cool rainbow ombre. There's a few others in here as well. This is still available for pre-order, and it ships in April. So if you haven't yet put your pre-order in for Floral Reef, we're still taking pre-orders for that, and they will ship like in a couple of months. It's really coming up soon, okay? It's like right around the corner. So we've got those two pre-orders that are like ready on the website. Pre-order them today. That way, when they come in, the first thing that we do is we cut all of our pre-orders right off those, fresh off those bolts, and get them out to you right away. So don't miss out, because you don't want to miss that. That's what we got. Okay, so those pre-orders, I'm very excited about them. Tula announced it on Tuesday, and we had the pre-order up the next day and all of that. So it's been kind of like a lot in here lately. Feels like a lot is going on. Okay. We've got new stuff, my friends. New cool stuff. Very excited. We have the big giant quilted bow is been restocked. It is back in stock. There is the sample bow, and can I just say, this is our new, in my opinion, this is going to be the new hot thing for 2026, the big giant quilted bow. And they've just released another one, the big giant quilted jelly roll bow. Ooh. So both of these are currently in stock. We have been very excited to bring these two patterns in. This is a pattern by Lindsay Grace Creates. I did make the giant jelly roll, or sorry, not the giant quilted bow, the patchwork bow. And that is this right here. They are not kidding when they say big giant. Okay? Like the big giant bow is big giant. It's bigger than my head. Stephanie is asking, can we pre-order in the store for Tula? Yes, you may. Absolutely. So if you are local and you want to pre-order, go ahead and set it for pickup. And if you want to order in store, yes, you can do that as well. So this one here is the patchwork version of the big giant quilted bow, and this is gorgeous on a door. On the top, someone said they wanted to make this for the top of their Christmas tree. Yes. Their indoor door, like if you have a door between your screen, like your screen door and your main door, yeah, you can do that too. This is the new hot thing. You can do it with any season. So you can do it with like red, white, and blue. You can do it with Christmas colors. You can do it in these fun, like summery colors. Okay, you can go crazy. I decided to put the gingham on the back of mine. I know, Mary. Mary, I know you would like this bow. I know you would like this bow. It is very pretty. It is an easy make. Did you hear me when I said that? It's an easy make, you guys. Not hard. I don't do stuff that's hard, as you know. Okay? So this is the big, giant quilted bow. And the patchwork version is made to be reversible. So you can do it as like a solid, like I did there. You can do it as patchwork, and you can have patchwork on both sides, or you can do it solid both sides, or you can mix the two like I did. So you really have like a lot of different ways that you can make this. The center here, just you can either snap it or Velcro it, and then you can flip the whole thing inside out and have a whole another bow. So this is a great gift, a great giant gift topper. So if you're giving a big important gift, like imagine this on like the car. Okay, this is like the big car bow. You don't have to go buy one of the big car bows to have a nice big bow on. Look at like the side of this bow is as big as my head. Okay, so it's good size. That's why they call it the big giant quilted bow. But now they have it as a jelly roll friendly pattern. And can we just talk about this for a second? Because I think when you come into my store, we have a lot of jelly roll patterns. I have a whole just jelly roll section. And what I wanted to, talk about is we all get these jelly rolls, right? These cool strip rolls. And you can basically do one bow with 13 strips for one side. So 13 strips, that's not even a whole jelly roll. There's 42 strips in here. So you can make multiple bows from the same jelly roll. Easy. Again, this is reversible, so it's got the jelly roll and a whole cloth, or the double-sided jelly roll, either one. I love this kind of fall looking, Thanksgiving looking cover one. That is so pretty. You're gonna want one of these for every place. Okay, we're just gonna call it what it is. This is the new hot craze. If you are on the young and millennials quilters group, you are familiar with Bowgate. Okay, these are the official and original bow patterns for those of you familiar with the drama. Okay, never say that quilters are not drama folks, because we are. $14 for each of these patterns. Very well illustrated, full color all throughout. You're gonna love, love, love having these. They are in the website, on in our shop, both right now. Do not sleep on these. These are hot, 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 hot. Okay, so we've got the jelly roll. And the rest of this, my friends, is fabric. We have so much fabric. We have so much really great fabric to show you tonight. This first one is called Yesterday. This is by Juliana Horner. This is, if you're familiar with Anna Maria Textiles, Anna Maria Horner is the designer, and Juliana is her daughter, and she is now designing fabric for her mother's fabric company. So, like, it is nepotism at its best, but my friends, look at how pretty. Okay, this is like a toile ish, and you've got those lilies of the valley. You know me. If you know me, you know I love a good lily of the valley. Look at the pansies. Look at the various flowers. So, so pretty. Okay. We've got, just look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Gorgeous little micro roses. And then we have them like completely blown up. Let me make sure I can get this pack back together. Okay. So look at these uh, gorgeous colors. You've got again the line work. Okay, we talk about fabric it with the line work. Um, there's this same pattern, okay, but in yellow and blue. It's kind of matching my sweatshirt. Okay, I love it. Here is that same fabric from here, but blown up. Okay, because here's the lily of the valley just blown up. Look at the detail in that. You've got the heart, you've got the lilies, you've got the roses, you're going to have the pansies in here too. There they are. I mean, it's just, this is a great collection. This is called Yesterday. I didn't read like the paper that Kate like that talks about like why they're calling it Yesterday. Um, but the one thing I will also point out is I love like a surprise detail, because this could all just be these flowers, but then you have like that random butterfly. And I love details like that. Here's like a patchwork. It's really pretty. Look at that black and pink. Oh, I love that. So, I mean, that pops. I love a good fabric that pops. This is a gorgeous collection. I will tell you that this fabric is just really, really yummy to feel. So it's got a great hand. And if these are just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Um, so the collection is called Yesterday. Here, look at that. That is, I know it's like wild in person and it's wild on screen. I'm kind of digging it. And this is a very, very Anna Maria combination. This like sort of mustardy gold with the pink. This is a combination I've seen a lot. So, and she's Anna Maria is kind of known for those. Look at that. Yum, yum, yum. So pretty. Okay, this is the collection. It's called Yesterday. You can grab this in the website right now. 18 fat quarters in the bundle. Here they are all stacked up. Just going to be a real pretty, yummy collection. You're not going to want to sleep on any of these. Our stock is limited when it comes to these collections because once they are done being printed, we will not be able to get more. So we bring it in and that's it. That's all there is. Modern take on late 60s, early 70s. Yes, I do feel that is true, Mary. I feel like these have kind of a hippie vibe. She does kind of have a really bohemian feel to her fabrics. Okay, this collection is called Allegory. And I want to point out what's different about this particular collection. It is 18 fat quarters, and then there are 3 panels included in this bundle. So this one is going to be a little bit more when it comes to cost wise, but you're going to see here at the end that there is a selection of panels in this one. Now, what I think is cool is let's talk about that for a hot second, because what happens is, a fabric company will offer these fat quarter bundles, and then they're like, it'll be everything but the panels. And then we will be stuck trying to decide, do we bring the panels in on the bolt or not? they answered that for me, which is great because you get the best of both worlds. So I love these little houses. Look at how adorable. Okay. So if you have a person who's looking for a gift for a new home or something like that, that is just, oh, I know. Okay. Can we just talk about that? Look at how pretty that is. It's a stripe, it's a paisley, it's both. I love it. Oh, oh my goodness. I know. I know. She is known for these giant, like bright in your face colors, and I love it. So good. Um Again, some additional flowers. Can I just say I love that little like little bump. I love that. Oh, they're hearts. Ah! Okay, here is the floral again, but I kind of love this. It feels very peacock feather. Here's the heart again. Just so cute. Cute little daisy on that mustard color. You know me, I love a good mustard. And then here's a text print. And got lots of the sun was again playing the lead role in the story of their day out in the garden. Every leaf, flower, branch, and every moment lived or died in relationship to how hot it decided to burn. So you can read that on your own, but cute. This has a very like Dutch painting, like um, like folk art look to it, which I adore. Okay, this is that on a lighter, just a very light, different background on this one. Here's the houses on pink and the text on pink. Ooh. Mm, 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 mm. That is, I'm just telling you, this is why I love my job. Can I just say I love my job? The daisies. You've got this whole like purple color story happening, which I love, but then, my friends, have you ever not loved a black background? Because really, this is why I painted the store black, because the colors just sing on black. Ugh, so good. And then we have the panels. So here are the 3 panels, and they are these blocks, and they come in 3 different colorways. And so, how amazing is this that you get the blocks and you get the fabric? This is like a kit. I mean, it's almost a kit. I mean, it's not quite a kit, but Small World Ride on yes. 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 So this is called Allegory. And then here are the 2 other colorways for the panel. You've got like the yellowy color. It's not quite a mustard, okay? It's just a little bit of a greeny color, okay? And then you have this kind of minty teal. This is gorgeous stuff. And I am thrilled that you get the bundle plus the the panels, because again it would this is complete now, right? You've got everything that she offered in the line. So it doesn't do it justice here on the end. I really think that this fabric super sings when you open it all wide up. It's gorgeous. Allegory, Anna Maria Textiles. This is on the website right now. Okay. So we have a couple more bundles to show you because there's more. Yes, there's more. Of course, there's more. But I have to show you our newest gadget because this thing solves it solves a problem. You may or may not have had this problem, but this little this die, it solves a problem. And so let's talk about it. um have you ever gone into your studio and said, boy, I just don't know what I'm gonna do in my studio today? You stand there at the door and you look and you see all the things in your sewing room, but you do not have like a plan. That's what the quilters decide or die is for. This is currently available on the website right now. They are $7 and they are heavy wooden dice. There are 6 outcomes, okay? You can clean your sewing space, you can organize your stash, you can bind a quilt, you can finish a UFO, that's unfinished object for those of you that don't know. There is start a new project and organize or buy fabric. Okay. So you get into your sewing room and you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. What am I going to work on? You roll this giant die and looks like today you're buying fabric. I did not plan that. Okay, that was not planned, my friends. Now, if you don't like the outcome, guess what? You can just roll it again. And today you're organizing your stash. It is the what would Cheryl do die. Yeah, so you can again, these make great gifts for people who are just like, I don't know what I want to do today. It's there you go. Bind a quilt. I'm sure we all have something that we can do, right? Finish a UFO, buy fabric, organize, clean, right? It's super helpful. Charlotte, I have that dice. Carolyn gave it to me for Christmas. Yay! I know. Stephanie. Yeah, this is a great little gift, and also for those of you who are never sure about what you want to work on next. So these are in stock right now. We've got quite a few, so go ahead and these are all handmade. They're laser etched, and this thing is pretty hefty. It's a big die. It's 2 inches square. So it's 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So it's got some heft. You could throw it at somebody. I don't recommend, but that's one of our new items, and I know that you will enjoy this one because who doesn't stand in the doorway of their sewing room, and 9 times out of 10 you'll open that door and then you'll just close it again because you're just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do in there. Okay. Trust me, I know. All right, our next collection is patchwork, and this is by Liza Taylor, not Liz Taylor. Okay, Liza Taylor. She is a designer for Riley Blake Fabrics, and I have not seen a collection that is more springy than this one. Okay, but it's not like Easter spring. It's got Easter spring colors, but it's not Easter spring. Okay, it's patchwork, meaning these are all going to have like the look of them being made of patchwork. So you've got, you know, these little, oh, so cute little um, friendship stars. You've got the little daisies that almost look like a grandmother's flower garden quilt. You've got this one with the little stitch lines. Super cute. Ooh, a cute stripe, right? Look at that stripe. It's kind of a purpley plum. You've got some minty colors in here. When your husband says, "What's for dinner?" you throw that dice. um, I mean, like, my gamer friends will like these. Look at these little Dresdens. Aren't they sweet? These are adorable. They really are. They're Easter and spring without being like overtly Eastery. Does that make sense? Like, they're certainly not like religious. But that is like an Easter gingham if I ever saw one, right? Look at that with the stripe. Oh, so cute. Here is the patchwork. This is, I would guess they call this like the hero print. Okay, but you've got Easter things kind of going on. You've got birds and snails and plants and butterflies and bees. So they're very spring-like. Um, Again with the Dresdens and then the star blocks, more of that stitched. Ooh, you're kind of getting into these pinky colorways. You need a D20. I looked to see if there was a D20 version. But there isn't. I mean, there, if I can get the blank, I'll make them. But I need to find the blank. I I can appreciate that you need 20 ways to decide. That much I do understand. No bunnies and chicks in this collection. Yes. Right? It kind of it does not give like full on Easter because there's no bunnies and chicks and I'm okay with that. Okay? So, yeah, it's got like a whole pink colorway and then it's kind of got a whole like a butter yellow too. Okay, that's not a mustard, that's more of a butter yellow. Um and there's the last one. So, this, my friends, very Easter friendly, kind of cutesy, but not too overly cutesy. Um, just some soft pastels, which again, I know you look at our store and you're just like, really, Cheryl, pastels for Easter? Groundbreaking. Yeah, I know. So, but I have to say, like, this is a cute collection. And, you know, you got to have something for everyone in our store, which is why we've gone with these colors. But wait, that's not all. So, we actually have some fabric collections from QT Fabrics. These are part of their line called Ink. They have an imprint called Ink and Arrow. So let's chit chat about this. This one, I don't know who tied this, but they are fired. Okay, I didn't do this. This came from the factory this way. Because this is not a nice bow. Okay, so I'm kind of glad I'm opening this one up. This one is called Wild Beauty. And we're going to talk about Wild Beauty first. This is kind of a different collection. There are, I think, 14 fat quarters here. Let's start with the animal print, which is a zebra. Cheryl says a robot probably tied those. Yeah, because I don't think a human tied this. um, we've got these zebras, okay, on a dark and a light colorway. Um, this is again, this could be for anybody. This is a great collection for animal friends, or that kind of thing. Very, again, very springy, full of life kind of stuff. We've got these two, which are their main floral, and they're a bit like a stripe. This is just better seen opened up, okay? But it's a bit like a stripe that is also, I mean, it's very cuttable. Okay, this is a really um great design. And this quilt, or this bundle, this will make you a pretty decent sized quilt. The 14 pieces in this. Look at that, with the dark blue background, not black. We've got the I would almost want to call these like a giraffe style print, but they're not. Um, but they're fun. Look at how fun those are. Okay, so a couple of little wild beauty florals. I really like this one. And then like the peacock feather, very very cute. Yeah, Mary, I get it. Like, it is, I do get the art deco vibe, but then you go into this, right? It's like it gets all art deco-y, and then, but these are gorgeous. And we've got a couple, well, three um sort of a leaf print. Super utilitarian, can use these in anything. These are great. Okay, so like I tell a lot of people, don't, if you find like, well, I like all of them but that one, like, you can just don't use that one. Okay, but that one doesn't have to just not be used. You can use it with anything else. So I like those. And then you've got these three sort of leopard print, but not. Okay, because this one definitely reads leopard print, but the moment you put them in the white and the black, they no longer do. Okay, so you've got these sort of three sort of wild animal-y print things going on. And so these three, or this collection, Wild Beauty, is from QT Fabrics. These are 100% cotton. Well, duh. They're all 100% cotton. These are 100% organic cotton. And at a fantastic price, okay? Because this bundle is $48. Sorry, $49. For 14 pieces. So I think that's a really good deal. I'm gonna put the string on it later, but kind of wild, kind of a little funky. But we also have these in strip rolls. Okay, I wanted to start offering more of a variety of strip rolls because of the fact that our jelly roll section is so popular. But then, like, I always tell you to go find your favorite jelly roll, but then I don't have any jelly rolls for you to pick from. This would make a fantastic jelly roll rug, or hey, it would be a great jelly roll wreath. Okay, so those are what they look like in the strips. So really, really fun. This would make a cute bathroom rug. Okay, that would be really adorable. Yeah, super, super cute collection. And then our last one is called Serenade. And all of these came in December, and I was like not putting anything out anymore in December because we were getting drowned by fabric in December. It was a lot, okay? So here's the hero print. And it's kind of again with the florals, kind of those bohemian florals. We've got that on the mint, and we've got it on the navy background. So very cute. This one again is Ink and Arrow, and this is on 100% organic cotton. These are designed by Kate Lower. She is a designer of stationery. She is a stationery designer. Look at these beautiful birds. Okay, here's another one. This is looks like it's here all on its own, but it's in that dark blue. I don't know why all of a sudden dark blue is for spring. But like a lot of our spring has dark blue in it. So go figure. We've got this Serenade, and we have another one that's called Serendipity. And they both have dark blue and birds in them. It's just really kind of neat. Here is the sort of like the floral with the, I don't know, is that like a dandelion? I guess it's kind of a dandelion. But you've got the little pops are either dark blue here, and they're dark blue here too. So super cute. I love these. So pretty. This again is more of a buttery green yellow, not a mustard yellow. And I love this color. Okay, this teal, I just love it. It's all like how it gets folded back up. So it goes back into the pile. Look at these sort of vines. This is another one. The cool thing about this one is there's a lot of like single independent patterns, right? So you've got, you know, the bird, and you've got like this vine. They're just in here on their own, which I kind of dig. I like that it's not like a collection. Sometimes for me, I don't want it to all be the same, right? I don't want it all to be the same stuff. This is very Egyptian, but also these are thistles. So while they have almost that 20s deco styling to them, they are also very Egyptian style, like that Egyptian callback. And then you have it here in the with the light background with the pink. So very papyrusy, thistly. I love these. These are so pretty. We've got floral. They call this a toss. Okay, when the fabric kind of can go in any direction, it's called a toss. So we've got the three main colors in the collection. We've got the teal, the green, yellow, and the peachy pink. And this is so pretty. This is a great little collection. Look again, if I'm going to point out to you just the really super fine details here. You can see it better on this one, but you can see all these little saw teeth. Okay. That's just very, very good tooling for the print. Okay. So you've got all those little saw teeth on those. You know, it's you don't see it far away, but up close you see it really well, and it's a nice detail. Um and then your last three are kind of these black and white sort of floral pieces. Again, the navy's really pretty, the pink is really pretty, and then you have this like really light peach, and it's like very, very, very light. So just a gorgeous collection. This one is called Serenade. It is in our bundles section on the website. So if you're gonna look for these, they're gonna be in the bundles section. And in that same fabric category on our website, you're going to also find those pre-orders from earlier. So, I mean, like, it's like, it never stopped. The fabric just kept coming and coming, and we've just been like, where is all this gonna go? So, we've got quite a bit in right now. We still have bundles of the Juicy Juice collection is still in stock. The Tula Pink Gray Work also still in stock. We have pieces from Tula Pink's previous collection from last October. No, that was Gray Work. Last April, that was her Full Moon Forest 2. We still have a few pieces of those in our fabric yardage section. We've still got beautiful, beautiful Anna Maria collections. I am not kidding. These Anna Marias are just incredible. I don't want it to leak. Okay, I knocked over my water. um, these Anna Marias, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I just like this. These are where my heart is, right? These lights, these brights. Mm. And we're just having a really, really good time looking at like having all these fabrics come in. Now, I'll actually drink my water. We are currently placing orders for June, July, August, and September. So if like we have already placed all of our Halloween fabric orders, you are going to love what we bring in for Halloween this year. It is so good. It's so good. We're gonna have like just chef's kiss of Halloween going on this year. We are also, I don't think we are bringing in very much, and right now a lot of the stores are about to get flooded with fabrics for the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States. So a lot of companies are putting out 250ths. Okay. We saw all of them last year. Not a lot of them were for us. Okay. They were either like super red, white, and blue, which is not our vibe. They were super like, I don't know, like they just felt like either like too throwback old or like like vintagey looking, or they were too, I don't know what to say. Like they just weren't for us. And I said, I asked Charlie, like, is there any of these that you like? And he's like, not really. So um not, I will say we are probably not going to be the store for you if you are looking for the big 250th patriotic collections. It's just they just they just didn't speak to us. Um Not that I don't think you couldn't make a quilt out of them, or that the patterns that they were offering with them at the, to kind of show you what they look like, weren't nice. They just weren't, they weren't cool. They just weren't. And more power to you if you see a collection out there and you're like, Cheryl, I wish you would have carried that. I will happily be mistaken, but I looked at a lot of them. There just weren't any that were like, some were just kind of juvenile. They were like too juvenile. Does that make sense? Now look, I just went a couple of months ago to the Betsy Ross house in Philadelphia. And when I was there and I got to learn about Miss Betsy Ross, or Mrs. Betsy Ross, I really did kind of feel like tied to the American Revolution, and this was all like while Ken Burns's American Revolution was on PBS at the same time. So I was really enjoying it. I was like, I'm learning about the revolution through, Ken Burns's amazing documentary, and then I'm like there at Betsy Ross's actual house. And it is tiny. If you think my building is tiny, my shop is tiny, her shop was microscopic. And it was just a cool place. But I think I told you guys this when I got back. I was disappointed that they didn't have any sewing material or any sewing kit or sewing anything in the gift shop. That made me sad. I really wanted to buy, like, I don't know, like an embroidery kit or something. Nothing. Now, look, I live across the street from the National Quilt Museum, and I go in there all the time, and I'm like, boy, they should really have a XYZ. And I'll say something to someone who works there, and they'll say to me, we tried that. And I hear that a lot. We tried that. Well, maybe you should try it again. My 250 stuff isn't my vibe either, and I lean towards your aesthetic myself. It's more in line with what I quilt and sew with too. Yeah, I just couldn't really see anything that I wanted to it didn't call out to me and say, wow, I can't wait to make that. It wasn't. Now, that said, I would if there was the right project, I'd have been 100% behind it. There wasn't anything that I felt like I could get behind. And you'll see real soon, because I think all of this stuff is going to come out March, April-ish, so that you have time to make stuff for the 4th of July with it. Yeah, I couldn't really, again, the red, white, and blue, if you make quilts of valor, which are the quilts that are given to veterans as part of the Quilts of Valor organization, you're going to be in hog heaven, because there's so much red, white, and blue fabric coming out, and you're going to be able to stock up on all of that, right? Mary says she's with Stephanie too. I just felt, and again, I was big into this revolution at the time. I was getting all excited, and it was just nope. We went through all these catalogs, and I was just of all of our suppliers, I didn't see one that I was yeah, let's get that. I think I have one panel coming in. And it makes an Uncle Sam doll. That's it. That's all we have coming in. I think that's all I bought. Which it is super cute, but I didn't want the other fabrics that went with it. So, whatever. Mary says weird in response to the museum saying that they tried that, but then they don't go back and try it again. One of the things I hear a lot is, well, we did that 10 years ago. And I'm like, that was a long time ago. You could do it again. Nobody would know. Because clearly if I'm asking about it, maybe it's something you might want to try again. Just saying. Right. My friends, It's 8 o'clock. That means it's time to go. But Stephanie, we will be here 10 a.m. Central Time till 4 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Can't wait to see you. All the rest of you, I know that tomorrow is the Paducah Quilters Club over at the National Quilt Museum. If you're going to the Paducah Quilters Club meeting, come on over and see us. We're right across that parking lot. You guys, I've had a wonderful evening with you. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all these fabrics. We've gotten a lot. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. It's kind of a warm one, you guys. Enjoy this while it lasts. It's going to get cold, I'm sure. It's still winter. Okay. See all of you next Friday. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful evening. Great night to you as well. Happy weekend. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye bye.